All right, it's Bill here. Before I get into what my thoughts are in the last 3 games that the Leafs have played, before the game started, there was this poll on TSN. It kind of just sums up my life as a sports fan. And the question that was asked, it was some rotating slot thing on TSN, was which team has the most haunting ghosts hanging around them? And the 2 teams that were given were the Toronto Maple Leafs or the Dallas Cowboys. They happen to be both of the teams that I cheer for and am diehard fans for. Do you understand why I might not be the most happiest person in the room when it comes to dealing with sports? If that's the question that's asked, this is what I deal with. Let's get into the Leafs. 4-1 victory in Dallas, 3-2 loss in overtime, and then whatever the hell this was tonight. There's facts that have to be addressed on the team. The first one is this defense is AHL caliber defense. It's disgusting. The second fact is Mitch Marner has been an absolute disaster, especially the game tonight. Every player was stuck in mud. Stuck in mud. I know I'm not going to probably overreact to it as much as everyone wants me to overreact to it. But imagine, I'm just putting it out there. You spend $300 to go watch a hockey game and watch that. I don't know what to tell you. Not one of those players showed up. I'm going to be honest. Probably the only player that actually tried, although tried horribly, but tried, was Tavares. And for me to say that takes a lot of, I don't know what to say. But it's the same old story, same old song and dance of the Leafs. You got, I don't know, you tell me what Max Domi is. Someone, please, spit it out for me. Anyone tell me what Max Domi is? He's like his dad. Only worse. Because his dad actually could fight once in a while and have a little bit of, I guess, excitement watching a fight. But if you spell Ty Domi's name differently, it's me idiot. And his son is an idiot. Let's talk about the first goal. The goal was scored by Mark Giordano and assisted by, secondary assist to Max Domi, throwing a potato, a pizza. What have I said about the Leafs since the friggin' first video I ever did? They hand over the puck at the blue lines like nobody's business. I don't know what that pass was for this playmaking center, but he threw a pizza up the middle. I don't know, Bertuzzi blew a tire. It wouldn't even matter if he didn't blow a tire. He can't skate. So it goes back the other way. I don't know what defensive play this is, but they're probably thinking the guy who scored, I don't know, his first goal ever in the NHL. What's his name? Asplin or Asplin? I don't know. England scores. He really didn't score. He shot it in Giordano. I don't know what the hell that was. Tips it in. Beautiful tip. And the Leafs just shoot themselves in the foot. Boom, boom, boom. Shoot yourself in the foot. Call it a day. Disgusting. Just watch that play. And then watch. Oh, they talked about a slew foot. You know what happened before the slew foot? The pizza pass happened before the slew foot. But then Domi takes 2 stupid penalties to make it up for himself. Me idiot. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I can make Max Domi. Like Dad. An idiot. And it's 1-0. All right, 1-0. What are you going to do next? Oh, boy, you throw your 4th line out there. Your 4th line. The big bad Reeves. I was hearing about this big bad Ryan Reeves. He was going to make the Leafs bigger and badder. And I haven't seen him do for what? He threw 1 hit against Minnesota. I haven't seen anything since. Oh, he scared the players coming into the game. Oh my God, he scared the players. Well, great. What a story. He dressed up in a costume and jumped out of a box. Woo! Oh, way to go, Ryan. $1.3 million. What a great guy. Maybe I could jump out of a box. You know what I probably should do if I make $1.3 million? Not sit around and watch the other team score goals. Or maybe if my team's flatter than a pancake, I try to get them out of it. I remember a certain person called Colton Orr, who makes you look like Colton Orr's the best compared to you, Reeves. Because Colton Orr would fight someone. He wouldn't give him a shot. He'd fight them. Team stuck in mud, go find someone to fight and get them out of it. No. We got Gregor breaking his stick. I don't know. That's a tough position. Runs to the bench, and Ogberg and Reeves just sit around while Matthew or Philip Deneau goes to the net. Tap, tap, tappy, and it's 2-0. Your fourth line, this game, the fourth line was on the ice. They were constantly, I don't know what they're on for, 8 minutes. Of those 8 minutes, 7 minutes and 45 seconds were on their own end. And Reeves did nothing. But great Halloween costume video. I don't care. You dress like Snoop Dogg. I don't give a flying fadoo. Stop the nonsense and do what you're supposed to do. So these are our signings. Max Pizza in the middle of the ice, blue line, Domi, 2 stupid penalties, and Reeves, who scares players when they come into the arena. Our own players. Doesn't scare the other team, because to scare the other team, you got to do something. He's been off. It's just a terrible. Treveling, ding, ding, ding. That's a bad signing, bud. A bad signing. Go to the second period where they're still stuck in mud, and again, you think you might want to get your Reeves guy to do something about it, but nah, man, take the night off. Can't play hockey. Figure you might want to fight. Thought you were going to fight. You're begging me for Wayne. I'm begging for Wayne Simmons to come back. Jesus. Again, I'm just glad I watched it at home and not at the arena. I can't imagine how mad I'd be if I went to that game. Second period, nothing. Power play, nothing. Okay, there was the cross-check, and Bertuzzi didn't trip the guy. But you just got a penalty called against you. You might not want to do the same thing, but yeah, Bertuzzi's been great, eh? Yeah, really great player. Can't skate. I like how they put him with Tavares. Good luck, Nylander. That's a skating line, isn't it? Woo! Anyways, takes the penalty, which really wasn't a penalty, but either was the Kings, but the Leaf fans will just talk about that penalty. I'm pretty sure Fiala's still waiting for the fact when he slashed Johan Klingberg or John Klingberg or whatever the hell that guy's name, and we'll get into him in just a sec. Anyways, Kaliev rips it home after I think Liljegren got handed his ass. That's what our defense is about, just getting beaten all over the ice. And Kaliev rips it home. It's 3-0. And for the last 3 minutes of the period, it never left the Toronto end. They had the Tavares, Bertuzzi, Yarncock line on, and it never left the end. Great. They get booed off the ice. Ooh, now they're going to talk. It's too early to boo the team. Again, did you pay $300? You paid $300 to go watch that game. Maybe you paid $600 because you took a date. Or maybe you brought your kid to a game to say, hey, look at how great this hockey game is. And you get that effort. If you want to boo, go goddamn boo. Don't tell me that Leaf fans are fickle. If you paid that money for a game and that's what you got the reason to boo. That team never showed up. That was awful. And the third period, you get a power play goal, and then they had one good shift. Their friggin' only shift they had of the game. They get a goal, they turn it up, and boom. Some defenseman I've never heard of. He wasn't the worst defenseman on the team. But the good thing is now I've never had played darts and you score, right? And I always have a number where, there's a Leaf player that I'll name after it. 60's a Wall, a 17's a Clark, 34's a Matthews, and now an 85 will be a Legason. Because I don't think the Leafs have ever had an 85 before. They've had an 84, had an 81. I don't think they've ever had an 85. Well, I got a Legason now. And Legason really, he's not an NHL defenseman, but at the end of the day, he wasn't the worst one on the ice, that's for damn sure. Fires around the boards, and I have no idea what John Klingberg did. I have no idea. Here's what I know what he did. He put absolutely no effort to get that puck. And then Quentin Byfield went this way, and Klingberg went that way. You know why? Because Byfield's a big boy, and he's going to take it to the net, and that would require Johan Klingberg to actually physically make contact with someone and put an effort in to physically remove them off the puck. That ain't happening. So he turned the other way, and he was near Kopitar. He was around his direction when Byfield came in and made the play to. So you left Byfield by himself, Johan Klingberg. You just left him by yourself to, I guess, take Kopitar, but you didn't do that either. You didn't take Kopitar either, because Byfield passes it to Kopitar, who passes it to Kempe. Boom! Good for my pool, my Belleville team, and the my TMHL stats, because I got Kempe. That is the most... You're not... Trevor Ling, ding, 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 ding. Explain that one to me, bud. Explain to me how Klingberg makes our defense better. Power play was awful, so he did nothing there. He makes no physical contact. I think he would prefer a game of two-hand touch. Like he likes the adult safety hockey league. That's where he should go into. There's an arena down in Oshawa, Scarborough, wherever you want to be. Go down there. If there's any contact, they still have a little contact there. Johan Klingberg. Just they got a little bit of contact. So you gotta be careful, but you might get away with a little bit more. You know what I mean? And those goals, the garbage, the beer league goals, yeah. You don't really got to take guys. You got to look like you're taking guys, but you don't really got to take them. That's Klingberg for you. Bails off Byfield to take Kopitar. Doesn't take Kopitar. I have no idea what he did on that play. Not a clue. What I know is it was now 4-1. And then just ice the game at that point. Game's over. I don't know what to say. Effort against Dallas, terrible. They won. It's the same old song and dance. Same old song and dance. Nashville played well for parts, played bad for parts. Lose. Tonight was that's just sick. That's just sick. I'm coming home from a road trip. Coming home from a road trip? He didn't fly like 3 times. What the hell are they going to do when they go to Sweden in a couple weeks? Can't wait for that. That first game back after the Swedish trip. Ooh, that's going to be a doozy. If that's what it is from flying from Nashville, which is, 1 hour difference? And off they go to Boston on Thursday. Good luck. And then Buffalo at home on Saturday. This could be tough. Anyways, a couple of things I want to get into. Sheldon Keefe, I'm begging you, it's enough. Yarncalc is not a first. Yarncalc is lucky to be in the goddamn NHL. He's not really that good, okay? Putting him on the first line is a embarrassment. Putting him on the power play, second power play unit with Timothy Liljegren, and you leave Matthew Knies on the bench is about as embarrassing as it gets. Can we try something? Because there's this guy called Matthew Knies who, now granted, he was stuck in the mud like everyone else, but at least I saw something, a glimpse. Well, here's the time for today. Yarncalc, 1604. He did nothing today. There's a lot of zeros across Yarncak, who played on the first line and on the second power play unit. Nice. Played 2 minutes last. Oh my God, he threw a hit. He threw 2. Shot on net. And he finished 0. Not -1 like the Yarncak. There's no need for Yarncak to even be on the ice. He's not a good player. I don't know. He's not a good player. He's terrible. Now, Treveling Ding 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 should know that because he played on Calgary and he got rid of him. Said, hey, that wasn't a horrible trade with Seattle to get you. I'm going to not sign you in free agency. And, oh, crap, I went to a team where they signed this guy. Oh, shoot, I got him for 3 more years. At the very least, Keith, put him on the fourth line, please, and take him off the power play. It's ridiculous. You should not have a guy on your power play that for the year, what's his stats? 3 points in 8 games. Yeah. Nah, no thanks. So Yarncak's got to go. No power play time for you. Fourth line. Good luck. I don't know what the fourth line is. Reeves and Amberg. The next thing. Can we please call what it is? Mitch Marner's been awful. Nylander's been fantastic. Matthews has been decent. Marner has been a goddamn atrociousness. His best game was Nashville, and that wasn't saying much. He made some nice plays. He did absolutely squat tonight, other than hand the puck over to the other team whenever he possibly could. You want to know why Mitch Marner handed the puck over to the other team? Because the Kings are big, physical, and tough. What do you think is going to happen against Boston on Thursday? Just thoughts? This guy can't do it. Nylander's going to be sitting there going, you want me to get 9.5 extension and take a look at Mitchie over here? I'm better than him. And he's right. Break up Mitch Marner and Matthews. It ain't working. How many more games do we have to go watching Mitchie and Austin together? Please, for the love of all that's holy in this world, put Matthews with Nylander. I don't care, Bertuzzi, nice, just not Yarncak. On the other side, and give it a try. Put Marner with Tavares, that you know worked. I don't get it. As for the goalie situation, Wall looks good. Samsonov didn't look horrible against Nashville except for that first goal. The goalies are not like the goalies are not the problem. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to anyone. They're not the problem. They're not the same. They're good goalies. Wall might be special. Samsonov's not horrible. Do you know what is horrible? The Leafs' defense is horrible. That's horrible. They play Boston on Thursday. That should be a fun watch. Cheers.